Greetings everyone, and Great here with another H-Powers 4 replay. Spawn on top right side as the pink Ayyubids, we have Wam01. Spawn on bottom left side as the cyan Japanese, we have Baltune. Just Baltune. Usually there's some sort of extra word to it, but not this case. He does immediately go for the Tawa research, and he is going for the berries and the gold, not going for any sneaky stone play. He does have both his deer deposits up north for some berries back here, so quite a bit of food northern, including the boar. In fact, all of his food is on top of the map. Down south, we got his extra gold deposits and a stone deposit back down here. So it looks like he's going to probably expand more northern. The deer are separated by some trees, so this wouldn't be a half bad spot for a town center. House of Wisdom going on up. Let's see now. Got deer here, 2 small gold and a large stone. Boar is not obtainable. Deer over here does find a good number of sheep. There are 9 sheep there. Cyan finds 9 sheep as well, so they're finding a good number of sheep, both of them. And he doesn't really need to collect up sheep all too much. At this point in time, berries do collect up faster than sheep. And now we do have the Kira storehouse going on up. It is going to be butt up right against to the town center, so not all the free farms can spawn out. Over here, we do got the military wing reinforcements. I've been seeing this quite often for the Ayyubid player. That stream of just free desert raiders, that's quite a bit. You get 1 every 2 minutes, so it's effectively 90 resources per minute. Since each desert raider does cost 180. So in theory, it technically provides more value than even the Monster Quarry of the Malians. And additionally does give you access for cavalry build siege weapons, which I have not really seen people do that all too often. I would assume that would have been very powerful, but people just don't go for that. Desert Raider now float on the field. You now have a bit of damage there onto the Desert Raider there from the outpost. Does bring out his bow. Oh, got a bit of lag spike there. My apologies. Japanese player not pulling out anything just yet. Feels like Zion was maybe some sort of fast castle himself. The Ayyubid player almost has enough resources to age up. I think he may have enough for the advancement. Yes, he does. But maybe Zion for growth. I doubt it's going to be for industry. Get out industry, rush out 5 battering rams, if that would. I don't think I ever seen somebody has ever gone for industry. Industry just probably needs to be reworked. Does not have Golden Age Tier 1 just yet, so does not get improved gathering rates. Now going for the second wheelbarrow for the Japanese player. Which will basically get him regular wheelbarrow. And now we do have economic wing growth now being plotted on the field. Secondary Desert Raider has been plotted on out. He may not buying any wood at the moment. He may need to get out some sort of... There we go, he's getting some wood now. He may want to get out a stable. Usually we see that for Fast Lancer. Could be for Fast Gilon, but likely for Fast Camel Lancer. Multiple Desert Raiders now up north, patrolling around, knock around the deer a little bit. Outpost still here. Kira Storehouse pulled out 3 farms so far. And he's really cooking up these sheep. He does have a handful of living sheep. And there's actually still a good number of carcasses there. And now got the floating gate. Do we see out any wood collection for the Yoshiro to be put into like a barracks or stable? He sees, he knows against the Ayyubids, they go heavy in camel, so going for fast mounted samurai is probably not great, so maybe some sort of barracks play would be useful. And their crossbows are replaced with a mounted archer, which may not be good as well, as the camel unease. He's a little bit bored, so he kills off some of the forest puppers, though they are quite scattered right now. Still cooking gold. It does have a bit of stone. Need 300 stone for the daimyo manor. Apologies. Scout here. Castle Age is now complete by both sides. And Golden Age Tier 1 also got activated at the same time as well. First Camel Lancer on the build queue. First, your Shiro is now deployed on out. He does throw inside an arch range, going for the mounted archers, which should be negatively impacted by the camel and ease, so this may not be great, but they do have bonus interest heavy. Wait, what was the first upgrade? Are these guys available? Never mind. We do have now, they do also have the Kaburaya fire whistling out that, and it's seen enemy increasing their movement speed by 10, move speed for 10 seconds. You can get a mobility option. Their health is 80, the same health as crossbows. They do have 10 damage plus 9 versus heavy, so they're a little bit weaker than crossbows, but they are the same cost. They're actually slightly more expensive than crossbows. Of course, they're very, very mobile. They do also have good range of 5.5 range. I wonder, is that enough to outrange the camel in ease? Guess we'll find out soon enough. There's increased movement speed. Getting some good damagers. These villagers don't have textiles, and so the 10 damage is quite visible. They're affected by camel unease there. Scout does take a shot there. It looks like they can outrange the camel unease debuff. Got a good volley there on the Camel Lancer. So it looks like he's just going to engage with mobility. Let's get a hit there onto the Mounted Archer. The Onimusha. Another impalement there. The impalement at max range does like 45 damage, so they can, in theory, two-shot some of these Onimushas. Regular good hit there. The Onimusha just has to get on out of there. They have to maintain their range. They have no durability for a horse unit. Relics being picked up by both sides. Does get a volley there, but now the Camel Lancers are close in distance. These ones get a volley there onto the Dervish. Gonna be focused on the Dervish now. Scout did take some hits there. Both sides have picked up a relic. Does find a volley there, finding a decent angle. And having with a sheep here is interrupting some of his movement. Having a sheep follow a scout can be useful to help deny movement of cavalry and also be hurtful. One Onimusha to go down there, does take out another Camel Lancer. We got a Shinto Priest conversion ritual there to buy him some space. We also got regular archers in the field. The Onimusha have no inherent range armor, so they are technically inferior than archers in 1v1 combat. They do have crossbow attack speed. I suppose archers do have less damage overall, but they can still pack quite a punch and be cost effective at least. More of these Desert Raiders are starting going down. Desert Raiders also have no ranged armor. And Onimushas are in pretty good numbers. He did lose his scout, so he does get less vision range. I think the formations can move faster without the scout, with thanks to the Kaburaya, however you pronounce that. Does eat a volley of arrows there. More archers would be a good idea. Does start to engage some archers. These Onomusha can outrange them. They have taken some hits there, so maybe getting a Shinto priest and a region to heal them up could be useful. We have another Shinto priest here, going for some mounted samurai, which will give them some breathing room towards the camel lancers. There'd be more of just a mobile meat shield. And we do also have a mounted bannerman, which does improve the damage to nearby cavalry, which includes these mounted archers. Mounted bannerman push way forward. Increased damage will help counter out the camel and ease benefit, or debuff. These ladies are falling back now. The bannerman has gone down. Who has an army of 19? Just lost a unit somewhere. Oh, wait, I guess the banner on the ground. Not sure what unit went down, but either way, 20 versus 27. Sign does have a higher quality army. He's willing to mix some good number of archers, mixing some crossbows, engage the various armored units as the mounted samurai and the bannermans. As these barriers are being cleaned on up, then can migrate to the deer. Several techniques have not been researched, and the Fudashashi, however you pronounce that, has not been researched either. We now have the Sultan's Mamluks research not being deployed on out. Damage income multiplier can be very good versus armored units, which the Japanese player doesn't really have. Good damage on those forces, starting to fall back there. He sees his archer composition, maybe a good idea to go for his own Yumi archer or some Mangonels. Samurai in general wouldn't be half bad. His one has very little crossbows, so a samurai transition could be a good possibility. Looks like he does delete the barracks of the Yoshiro, or I'm not sure why delete the barracks. Got multiple Yoshiros in these farmhouses, which provide food income over time. I think I know why. He's not going for, he does have Daimyo Manor, doesn't have standard food collection increases, just get plus 25% at the moment, which his opponent can get up to plus 30% through research, plus 10% through the Golden Age. So the food income may help out with his current composition and direction. You can always delete those farmhouses later and get the Yoshiros for gold. And our villagers are migrating this gold mine down here. Additionally, he probably doesn't really want to invest into farms all too much. And so the Yoshiro and the farmhouses just help him out with transition. Farms require wood. But gold just requires a single camp, or a single forge. Blue Cyan has picked up 3 relics. Blue, or Pink, has only picked up 2. So Cyan does have a relic advantage. Look at these forces heading down south. Got a Mangonel here. Mangonels do bonus damage versus range, so they can. These Onomushas, while they are cavalry, they have the same health as crossbows, so they will take some good damage from them. The only problem is they won't really stack up as too much. But you can see here, not a good number of them wounded. He is getting them healed up by a Shinto priest. And Mangonel will be very useful. Additionally, since it's the Ayyubid variant, does get the Cindery Barrage ability, so he can get some good anti-structure damage with it. You now got the Ibadan Onobishiga. Does have a Yoshiro inside this forge. So all of his Yoshiro's now deployed on the field, so won't be getting more. If he's not really planning to use the archer range anytime soon, he could delete the archer range to get the Yoshiro start responding. Got a number of mounted samurai here. That one gets picked off there. That was a pretty good pick. They cost 250 each, so they're expensive. Bannerman not being put on the front line by Pink. Pink's going to try to finish the game out now. Not the Daimyo Mana still, not the Daimyo Palace. We do have a Spring Gold in place of here. The Spring Gold, it has an opportunity to put some rounds to the Mangonel. It has 30 range armor. I suppose now with the armor rebalancing on some of these siege weapons, it's not really that great at taking out Mangonels. Doing 10 damage per bolt is not super great. It would take 14 shots. I suppose it does technically 11, so probably 13 shots. Get additional damage to go down to 12 shots, so it's still not ideal. He's going to lose on his infrastructure, so he's soon going to have some Rishiros going to be re-queued up. He will lose the farmhouse. The Shiro's not being respawned. Magno fires. Hits that villager quite nicely. I love how this farm just basically non-existent there. We do have the archer range knocked down as well, so multiple Yoshiro down. Got some Onobushiga now mixed on in. Mangonel does get overran there. Onomushas, since they do have good base damage, they don't really matter what they hit. While they do excel hitting heavy armored, they do reasonably well versus light armor. And with their a little bit extra range, it's harder to take out. Onobushiga's charging wave forward. They will see bonus damage from the regular archers. We've got a mix of archers and crossbows. And Onobushigas do move really quickly. Onomusha, since they move pretty quickly as well, they can keep up with these forces no problem. Cyan is falling back. Cyan doesn't have has a much higher quality force. Ink's starting to transition to Gilams, but that's actually not super great versus the Onomusha. But they will be resilient for the Onobushigas with their higher armor. People really don't go for the Onomusha all too often, and they are not bad. The mobility just makes them very convenient, and they can keep up the Onobushiga, so you get a nice Ona composition. A very mobile composition, which is... And horsemen are not a super great threat to that, because Onobushigas will rip apart a horseman. And the Samurai are taking quite a bit of hits there. He will lose them at the current rate, which is going to be expensive loss. These guys are expensive. And these villagers may go down. And they do go down. Up north, we've got the Onobushiga with a Bannerman. The Bannerman is pretty slow. Does move at the same speed as Musafati warriors, but still slower than Onobushigas. This will be quickly torched down. Do you have a secondary town center here? Pink does have a villager advantage of 12, 13. Onobushiga may even that out. Got a good number of farms along that cliff face. But Onobushiga's going to be ripping apart these forces no problem. That's now the Gilams here. Gilams do also have high attack speed to engage these ladies. And they have good armor to boot. They may want to get some more melee armor to help resist the Onobushiga damage. Against Onobushigas, you really should get some melee armor. They mostly rely on high attack speed. Gilams 2 also rely on high attack speed. It's mounted samurai. And some good damage. We do have textiles research. But their damage is quite nice, and so they will 3-shot these villagers, and they all go down there. And that will even out the villager advantage. And we've got Golden Age Tier 3 right now, increasing production speeds by 20%. And more Onobushigas over here. Pink is getting ripped apart and sliced apart. All those villagers go down. And now Cyan does have a villager advantage. And Cyan does now have secondary town center. Has gone for Diamond Manor as well. 2 Diamond Manors for the Bannerman. We do now have a Cyan Mangonel here. Very good. He knows his force is relatively weak to regular archers. He could counter these archers with some Yumi archers, or dirt cheap archers. Onobushigas come for a nice flank here. Onimusha now engaging with a couple hardened veteran samurai here. They don't have their Odachi upgrade just yet, but they are taking damage. This force will move very slowly. They have anti-them formation. They will move the same speed as crossbows. Another round of farms there, very nice. Mangonel gets a good hit there. And these archers will be chased down. Do now have the Otachi upgrade. And only 2 range armor, 1 range damage. How much melee damage? I think they're up quite high. I think all the melee damage will be research all 3 of them right now. Let's see, yep. And got a good number of idle villagers there. Migrating to this gold deposit now, making a sheep. Some spring goals being thrown in the field. The magic number now is 3 to gauge out Mangonels in 1 shot, at least 1 volley. Cyan's now going for some melee armor, which is good versus the Elons. And looks like he does need more farms at the moment. He does have a manor here, so he can place some farms around here that will have improved collection rate, or gathering rate. Gets a pretty good volley there. And the Mangonels do connect, but does not get off the Mangonel. But spring goals do connect. This Mangonel can even go down. We'll fire a volley. We'll lose a Mangonel. Gets some splash damage hit there. Onobushigas, Onimusha now charging way forward. Got some samurai mixed on in. Spring Gold get overran, giving his other Mangonels some extra breathing room. Derbyshire to activate mass heal. And Pink's having trouble falling back. His composition's slow. And his opponent's composition is fast. And he's starting to fall back there. Got some Kilons out on the field. And these Kilons will get ripped apart. They went too far forward. Single Desert Raider there, just soaking the occasional trickle. You might as well just set the Desert Raider into Archer mode, because in melee mode he's not going to last very long. Against Onobushigas, he does have good base melee armor, so Desert Raiders can possibly be used against Onobushigas. Onobushigas do take some damage there, but the Mangonel pushed forward. How's the Desert Raider's attack speed? Same attack speed as Mana Arms. More Mangonels now being deployed on out. Sides now push way forward. Good number of archers. Both sides have a spring goal. One side now has a spring goal. Science force push way forward. Should be overrun some of these forces pretty shortly. Mangonel flying up a shot there. Nope, does hit the samurai and not the Onimusha. Mangonel falling back. Does take a volley there from his opponent's Mangonel. Falling back now. Got some stone walls on the flanks. Cyan has just trying to secure the flanks. Now got the keep being deployed on the center of the map. Sign's going to be pulling out, keep inside the map. Sign, or a pink. Sign does have enough gold to age up. Plenty of gold. Needs more food to age up. Pink does not, but Pink is aging up now with the economic cultural wing advancement, which will of course be cheaper and slightly faster. With that, you get out some elite units. Let's see, what elite units should he get out? Primarily, I think the level 3 armor would be very useful to engage those Onobushigas, primarily. Sign's going for another round of stone walls over here. Pink's now going for his own set of walls, both wood and stone. Right now, Sign does have a larger force and much higher quality force. Now, do you got the Shima Gunsmith, or however you pronounce that, which will give him access to some free gunpowder units. It's being deployed out way back here. Elite Gilom research on the way, going for more mining research. Desert Raiders gain some arrows here. Gate has been built. This trade post is not within his walls, so he will not be able to get some trade going. Going for the rolling strutter triggers, the increased spring gold range. His opponent has the 2 spring golds on the field. I'm trying to click on one, see if he has. He does not have this research. Another line of pink stone walls there, holding up the entire flank. Be a big conflict in some of the map. No boiling oil research for the Ayyubid, which should be decent because Oda Tactics is being researched now. Chance of it being engaged in melee is very likely. Still just a manor, and we've got a full Shogunate castle there. Taking some damage there. Sign's not charged away forward. Got some hand cannoneers now mixed on in. No chemistry just yet. Maganel's trying to push away forward. Ink's army starting to get overran. We do have a fortified outpost here with no weapon placement. Maganel rolls a miss there. Got 3 spring golds. One Maganel goes down. The other one goes down as well. They do have pretty good attack speed right now. Only slightly slower than crossbows. Maganel rolls a miss there, needs to hit those Onomushas. And Sign's army does get cleaned on up. Let's see, both sides have similar reserve resources going for the final melee upgrade. Good number of farms houses pulled on out for the farms. You could go for a Daimyo Palace there at least, maybe a good idea. Just to make sure he has good food collection there. I wonder where his Yoshiros are at. He's getting another pair of Yoshiros. Maybe a good idea to make sure all the Yoshiros are set into forges to get the extra gold income. Not sure. One Yoshiro, that's a Yoshiro set to forge there. Bombards engaged in the keep. We do now have Bombard here. Spring Gold trying to push the way forward. Sign has a decent melee force here. Maganel can get some good AoE damage. And there goes the rest of Sign's Spring Golds. He still has a good number of Spring Golds here, but about to get overrun by some infantry. A good number of Mamluk's bravery there. Does have chemistry research. Bombard does take a volley there. Springall's taking some hits as well. Bombard there does still go down. Has a good number of hand cannoneers to engage everything. Dervish taking some hits there. Dervish does go down. More Gilons being pulled on out. Onamusha's getting tied up in some of the structures. Some of the exterior structures are going down for pink. And finding more urbanized fire, which was good for the range forces. Then on the Onobushigas trying to engage the villagers against the town center. Pink will hold here, but he is getting outflanked. So the villagers are getting hit. Pink's starting to make a counterattack. We gotta keep here just to engage the Onobushigas are running around. More forces there. Pink's hand cannoneers are in the back position against these samurai. And still don't have a whole lot of melee armor. Should really go for the melee armor there. It's really helpful against the Onobushigas. House of Wisdom right now has 17,000 health, which is a good amount. Castle Keep now deployed on the field, going for more barracks there. And Kenya's going to get overran. He's running low on resources. Over here, do have some samurai engaging the villagers. And Pink does back of the game now. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.